Hello friends, welcome to my new tutorial introduction. I will teach you on how to configure Fortigate for the first startup. It is for basics only for this one. Okay, as you can see this scenario, I have my Fortigate firewall which is connected to port 1 and I connected port 2 to my client. So this one I haven't include the switch yet. In the next video I will include it. Okay, so for this one, here's the public IP, that I get from the ISP using in port 1, and here is the LAN IP address that I will configure. For those who have just the FortiGate, here is the default of FortiGate IP address, and with the password of admin and blank password. Okay, so now let's go to access the FortiGate together. Okay, so my IP address is 1, 2. Here is the IP address of my Fortigate, and then I will log in the password admin. For this one, I have just set the password admin. Okay, for if you don't have set, it will ask you to set up. So I will begin this one. Host name I will put TM Firewall. Okay, this one any name. Okay. Okay, so here's the dashboard of your Sophos firewall. Okay, what you need to configure, first you need to go to the network and go to interface. Okay, so this one I want my client to access to the internet and for to get access to the public IP that I get from the ISP. Okay, so port 1 I will connect to my public IP. Here you can edit on port 1, just click on it. Okay, you can put WAN. Okay, WAN port for example, or you just put WAN. Okay, and role will be WAN. Okay, I can put WAN ISP. Okay, and name. And this one, in this scenario, I use the DHCP. So when I connect to the WAN port, my FortiGate will automatically get this IP address. If you have like dedicated IP or static IP, you can go manual and edit over here. Okay, so I will use this one. If you edit, you can edit based on here, based on the ISP, DNS, or subnet or gateway that you get from your ISP. Okay, and this one for administrative access, I will allow HTTPS, HTTP, pings, and FMT access. Okay. Okay, so this one I have left it default because I use the ACP. Okay, and now you go to the port that you want to access to your Cisco or you want to access to your client. So I will configure on port 2. Okay, you double click my port 2. I will use this LAN, this IP address. Okay, I will put a LAN stuff. Okay, LAN stuff, and role is LAN. Okay, and this one I need to put manual. Okay, I will put the IP address that we just mentioned. I will put 1 plus 2 okay, then I will allow this ATP ping or SMG. Okay, this one you can deep down more whether in your organization allow staff or allow which network that can be ping or that can be access to your FortiGate or not. Okay, this one I will choose only one, only this type for the move. Okay, and then for the HTTP server, okay, you want to allow your which IP address that your client can get, and we allow from 16 to like 100 only. Okay, and gateway if you want to specify, can specify here. Okay, I will use the same as IP, the same as my LAN. Okay, and if you have DNS server, you can add here, like you have DNS server from your server or your DNS server from any DMZ or public, you can add. For this one, I will put the same for DNS. Okay, so after this, just okay. Okay, so after this step, I'm going to check is my client already get this IP address. Okay, here's my client. I go to check. Okay, he is my client. Okay, already sent. So I will use ipconfig/release. Okay, and then I renew it. Okay, ipconfig/all. So as you can see now, this machine get the new IP address, but it haven't access to the internet yet because we need to do another step is to configure its policy. Okay, you see, no connect to the internet yet. I say so to allow your client to access to the internet, you go to policy and object. Okay, you go to firewall policy. We need to create one policy. You go create new, and then I will put staff to internet. Okay, this one I just put internet and incoming. Okay, I will use my port. Okay, outcoming I will use my port 1 WAN port, this one. Okay, and then source if you put all mean that if you have multiple network in your organization, so those will access to the internet all. So to specific, you choose here create address, and then I put LAN staff or LAN cell for example. Okay, and then I put this IP address, the subnet /24. Okay, so only the strength and interface or any interface LAN staff, sorry, interface LAN staff. Okay, so is the IP address in your LAN. Okay, 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 so it will add here. Okay, so for destination, this one I put all. Okay, destination and service. You can deep down more, but in my next video I will deep down on that. I will choose all first because in this first video I just want my client to access the internet only. Okay, hello, accept. NAT, let it default. This one, let it default. And this one for security profile. If you want to restrict your client to access to any browser that is very harmful, you can allow here. Okay, okay, but this one I will turn it off first. Okay, okay, so then we go to our client. Okay, in Google. So you can see now this client can already access to the internet. Okay, so for this first lesson is already completed. I hope that you find this lesson useful. See you in the next video. Bye bye.